We begin the episode with Padme's death, also seen in the Revenge of the Sith. We get to see Bale, Organa, and Mon Mothma, but Bale manages to spot Ahsoka in the crowd and decides to follow her. It should be noted that Ahsoka is on Coruscant. The events of Padme's funeral would take place after the crashing of the Venator in the last season of the Clone Wars. The two of them are distracted when a patrol is headed their way, and Bale gives Ahsoka a comm device to stay in touch. Ahsoka initially refuses, stating that she is tired of fighting, but before she can give it back, the clone patrol arrives. Ahsoka manages to make her escape, and she hops on board the Y-Wing with Rex, which they both use to escape the Venator. Some time has passed, and we see Ahsoka working on a farm. A brother and sister bicker over the stacks of hay when break time is announced. As the droid places the last bale, the machine gives way, and it collapses onto the sister. But lucky for her, Ahsoka reaches out with the Force to save her. The village elder tells her that she is lucky, but the sister knows that it was Ahsoka. At break, the sister tells Ahsoka to join them, addressing her as Ashla. Now, Ashla was the pseudonym Ahsoka adopted while hiding from the Empire and trying to work on farms. This name was first mentioned in the Ahsoka novel, and the entire episode does follow some very similar story beats to what the novel covers. However, the episode does leave out a lot of details, and it's not exactly a word-for-word copy of the novel, which leaves a lot of it up for interpretation. But judging by the way in which the episode is laid out, with the story beats relatively similar to the book, it does feel like a little bit of a retcon, or at the very least, a shortened version of the book. As Ahsoka joins the group, we hear a discussion between the brother and old man about whether they can trust the Empire. As they continue to do so, the sister cryptically talks about how they are safe, but not because of the Empire, which immediately raises the suspicion of the brother. At night, the sister confronts Ahsoka about her true nature as a Jedi, but Ahsoka just denies everything. Although that doesn't seem to dissuade the sister at all. However, the entire conversation is overheard by the brother. Next morning, Ahsoka and the sister head out to the market to sell some crops, and when they return at night, they find that the entire village is on fire. We learn that an Inquisitor has arrived after being tipped off by the brother. And the plot points do differ from the book, as in the book, Ahsoka actually helps raise a rebellion locally, and it's only conflict with Imperial forces that she is forced to use her Force powers, which eventually gets the attention of an Inquisitor, all of which leads to the confrontation with the Inquisitor and her getting the lightsaber crystals. In the episode, Ahsoka confronts the Inquisitor and manages to rescue the brother, which causes the Inquisitor to recognize Ahsoka and attack her, but is clearly outclassed. Pulling off the very same move as she did in Rebels by deactivating the Inquisitor's lightsaber, Ahsoka proceeds to decapitate him. Following these events, Ahsoka gets in contact with Bail Organa and decides to rejoin the rebellion, which is quite similar to how the events of the book play out. So it's pretty unclear if this episode is intended to retcon the events shown in the book or merely a shortened version of what happened. Regardless, it was still a pretty fun watch. That's all for this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I'm the Lost Acolyte,
and I have spoken.